Hi everyone, welcome. Today we're doing a reading on the karmic within the twin flame relationship, whether that be on the masculine or the feminine side or both. But this is the karmic, right? So what does that mean? That means that though we might not like that they are with this karmic, right? Or we're with a karmic, but what it really means is that they're learning some type of important lesson through this situation that if they emerge from that relationship, let's say with awareness, they're going to see the lesson, they're going to understand the lesson, and then when they move towards you, um, they come in having already learned that lesson. So it's something important that will not be repeated within your relationship. Of course, that's if they have the awareness. And, I believe on a twin flame journey that your guides push very, very much if you're not aware, you know, to validate feelings that you're having. I feel like you can find the answer out in the universe. You'll see the sign if you ask the question. So again, we want to see where they're at, where you're at within the karmic, we'll say partnership, but it can just be a lesson. Maybe they're not with anyone, but they're still, not looking at you and them as a twin flame, or let's even take the title away of the importance of who each other are in one's life. All right, so I'm going to ask you just to take a moment and just calm your mind. We want to release the outcome. This is something we cannot control anyways, right? We can't control that karmic, and maybe if we push, we cause more harm than good. So I feel like this is about, we're getting a peek at, it's like we're looking from above, we're hovering from above to get a look at what's going on so that we ourselves know what to do. Okay. As many of you know, I am also on the journey. I have, I'm going to let the truck go by. Okay, I've been on this journey for a long time. I met my twin when I was 15, and it was short and sweet, but immediately I knew. As a matter of fact, an old friend of mine reminded me when she heard that we moved in, Sam and I moved in together. She's like, "Do you remember when we were 16 and you said, that's the man I'm going to marry?" And I'm like, "No, I don't remember that." And she's like, "Oh yeah, I remember it clear as day." So now I'm 59. Took a long time, but we both needed our own experiences to come into this relationship to be each other's master teacher, really. So keep all that in mind when you think, of the twin flame journey. All right, so we have the Ten of Cups, but it like made these three cards made themselves flip over. So that's how we're going to read them. We have the Nine of Wands, and we have the Eight of Cups. So what does this tell me right off the bat? It's showing me someone who, well, let's look at this. First of all, we have the Ten of Cups in reverse, right? So what maybe once was a happy home is no longer. On the opposite end of that, we have the Eight of Cups. So a lot of emotional energy here, right? The Eight of Cups is about an energy we're in where perhaps they're missing you. They're thinking of you, but needing to get my emotional house in order first. This must be what they have to work on before, true union can be had with the true love. So anyway, the house is not happy. There is not harmony. No one is working on it. No one is reflecting upon it. It's weird. I can say this. I feel like the twin here is getting realization of this Ten of Cups, of how unhappy they are. I don't feel like there is yet, or, this may have already happened. In this picture, I don't feel like they have gotten to the point of walking away, gotten to the point. Maybe this 9 is really representing the reflection over this unhappy home, unhappy relationship. And it is what hopefully will turn this 8 around. Where there is, well, you can look at the reversal as where there is clarity, right? Because I'm looking at the cards, it puts all the cups in reverse. Love has run dry. The well has run dry. So, I do feel like the twin, are having realization, not realization I'm in an unhappy home. They know that, right? They feel that. They know that. They live it every day. And it's not just them. It's the karmic, and anyone around them, I feel, so to speak, is feeling their energy, because it feels like I have to look at the 10, split that in half. That's a 5 and a 5. It's like, I feel like it's equal for both of them. But I don't feel like movement has happened quite yet. So let's see. Because I feel like I'm looking at it, and I'm just starting to have the realization of really how unhappy I am. I'm feeling also that, it's weird. This person may be getting, how do I want to call it? Like visions, flashes. I feel more like flashes, which are visions, but they're, short and little bursts of you, of the twin. I don't know that they have clarity of that yet. I don't know if you've even mentioned that word to them before. Maybe you haven't even met them yet. I don't know. Why do I keep saying I don't know? So I have the Prince of Wands coming in. Prince of Wands is fast-moving energy. This is something that happens quickly. Potential Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Can be younger years. Someone is younger than me. Can also be a child. Well, let's find out. We have the sun. So there is the illumination, right, of where I'm living, what I'm doing, how I'm not living my life, how I'm not living my true life, right? They're having that illumination. And I feel like seeking it also. Let's keep going. There's the Knight of Swords. There's like the awakening, the truth. And then we have the Death card. Card is Scorpio. Sun is Leo. I don't know if I said that. But okay. So here is the realization, and it's more than that. I feel like it's the thought behind it. I feel like I am going to end this, whether it be, and I feel like I'm going to do it quickly. So I feel like someone's having like this awakening, awareness. It's like, whoa, what am I been doing? And I feel like they're going to communicate that, and say that now, whether they're coming directly to you, I don't know, but I feel like they are putting an end to it. And then I feel like they're, there's movement out of it. Let's keep going. "13, I've been seeing 13 a lot. There's my birthday. That's actually what I've been seeing. I've been seeing my own birthday a lot. Just 9/13. Not the year. But it's very clear to me. Like, I walk to the clock, it'd be 9:13 a.m. I walk to the clock, it's 9:13 p.m. I've been seeing it as tarot constantly. Hang on, we have cards everywhere. Okay. Let's put them just like they fell. We have the Six of Wands. I was not going to take this many cards, but now I'm going to. That's a card of victory. Being successful. That's about other people seeing your perspective. You know, people understanding you. I feel like it's about like-mindedness, right? I feel like this, the twin has had definitely a realization that we're just so different. You're not you and them and their karmic. Like, there's so many differences. I feel like, it's weird I'm going to say this, but I feel like out of 10 things that we have in common, out of 10 things we potentially could have in common, we only have 2. Whatever that means. Maybe that's 2 children. I don't know. But this person did once change very, very quickly, and I just don't feel like there's going to be a problem. Let's keep going. We have the Emperor, card of Aries. We have the Ace of Swords in reverse. Interesting. We have the Strength card. We have the Devil. I'm just taking him just as I receive him. That's in reverse. We have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Tower. And we have the Three of Swords. Okay, well, that all kind of just makes sense, right? So, again, I don't want to keep going back, but I feel like, you know, what they're doing is they're cutting the ties completely. I feel like they're cutting the ties completely. And do I feel that they go directly to you? I kind of don't, and here's why. I feel like they need a moment. They need a moment to, like, recoup, you know? Um, Having just, you know, it doesn't matter if you love someone or not. A breakup is hard, no matter what. Even if you're the one who wants it, there's still hard components. And, you know, first of all, it's routine. It's hard to give up routine sometimes. That type of thing. But I do feel like at one time the twin thought that this person was, I'm not going to say a twin. I don't think they know anything about that. But maybe a soulmate type energy. I think they know for now. I think they know for sure now that they are not. Um, I don't think they, you know, it's like, I'm going to deliver the news. To this other person. I don't feel like they're taking that lightly. And, you know what I mean? And I like that about them. Like, I don't feel like they're just going to go in and be like, hey, I'm out of here, blah. You know, maybe they do, but I feel like they're doing it almost like with a logical plan in mind, right? A logical plan in mind. It sounds a lot like Earth. And I don't think them delivering heartache to someone is something it's easy either. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to hurt the person. Now, I don't know it's because of love, or because they've had their own heart broken, and I feel like they feel bad delivering this news. However, I feel like the karmic accepts it. I feel like the karmic, you know, like some karmics will hang on and hang on. I do feel like the karmic will let go, be willing to cut the ties also. And I feel like the twin is just saying, I need a little time here to heal all that's been going on, right? All that's been going on, I need to heal it. You know, we still have the energy of the emperor, right? The emperor is, you know, the emperor is the leader. And how did the emperor become a leader? Through many hardships and the overcoming of them. This is why they have so much wisdom. This is where we gain our wisdom, so to speak. So I feel like communication doesn't come in right away because they need a little time to heal. We're missing one card, which is strange. A lot of times when I do these readings, I see a lot of drama, and I see a lot of, you know, a lot of drama between the masculine, why do I say the masculine, between the twin and the karmic, but I don't here. And I think it's because two people can really understand that something, it's not good for either one any longer. I do feel like the twin is saying to themselves, you know, I don't know what I'm going to do next. Now, I don't mean that as in whether they want love. Is that what they mean? I feel like, look at that, the Two of Cups. And I feel like the Two of Cups had to come out on its own, right? Because I do feel like this is talking about you. And for it to come in here, I mean, it still makes sense, but I like how it arrived on its own, right? It's outside of this. This, you know, this happens, and then this happens. And what does that do? That leaves you out of all the drama of it. You know, not that there's a lot of drama, but adding you in the picture could certainly amp the drama. You know, right now I think the karmic just sees their perspective, and maybe because they're coming very logical, like, you know, it's not working for you. I'm holding you back. You're holding me back. Let's just go our separate ways. That type of thing. Okay. Let's do one more go around. And let's start it with the Two of Cups, because again, I feel like it's outside of everything else. So we have the Two of Cups sitting here. This is two like-minded people. You know, I feel like, you know, what did the karmic, or what did the twin learn, which I feel like they did, just the way they handle the end. Definitely an emotional lesson. And think about that. That means that doesn't have to be presented within your relationship. We have the Five of Wands. Also like-minded energy. You know, this is, you know, I feel like this is a lot of opinions. And, I feel like there's something about conversation and having, like, I don't know. I feel like you must, for some of you, you must have known them already, because I feel like long conversations, deep conversations, we have the Page of Pentacles, and we have the Five of Swords. Hard to believe I now live out in the country. And I'm saying that because I sometimes I feel like I hear more noise, and sometimes it's just so peaceful and quiet. Okay. We have the Knight of Pentacles, slow, steady energy. The Knight of Pentacles arrives right when it's meant to arrive, right? And it's an energy that's asked us to have patience. Have patience. And it promises, you know, when it arrives at the destination, which is you and your twin, that is well worth the time, right? Well worth the time. You know, I often feel it's a blessing. We have the Nine of Swords. Well, first thing I feel like the Knight is saying is, I'm going to help heal that mind of yours, that over-analyzing, overthinking, worrying, anxiety-filled mind. It's the first thing that I'm going to heal. Worry, worry, worry. We have the Four of Wands, beautiful. We have the Ace of Cups, almost like I'm worrying for nothing. And look at this, we have the Fool. So, this is, you know, and I want you to pay attention, the Fool's down at the bottom, right? The knowledge, the awareness is at the top, right? The two where, you know, it's just two like-minded individuals who, and I feel for some of you, it's about conversation that go on and on and on. I feel like there had to be some change. There was some change. Perhaps you both are going through the same thing, and I kind of feel like that for some of you. Like, you know, they have a karmic, you have a karmic. Everyone's got a karmic, that type of energy, and both having to do their part, of course, right? Because five is in it, to me, about change. Page of Pentacles, it's interesting. It's the Knight of Pentacles that is here twice, and again, it talks about patience. It talks about what this Knight is bringing in is that of steadiness, that of loyal, that of you know, we're talking about love here, so all this is important. That of truth, you know, best friends and confidants, long conversations, right? It doesn't mean there can't be fighting. And in the Five of Wands, that's kind of what it means, right? And there is no victor because fighting for the same thing, right? We just need to see that. Like, we're both fighting for the same thing, but, you know, it's just seeing that. Some of you may have had this, you may have been in this situation before, and this is where the worry comes in, right? But listen, I have the Four of Wands right next to the Ace of Cups and the Fool, and that is beautiful energy with the Knight of Pentacles bringing this in. So this Nine of Swords just does not fit here. You know, get rid of the worry, get rid of the when and how and all that, and just let it be. That's kind of what I feel like. Just let it be. Know that, you know, your person will be there, or you will be there. You will both be there when you're meant to be there, right? Can you rush something? Absolutely, you can rush it, and you know that lesson's going to come out. So anyway, I feel like give them, you know, each take our time, do our thing, learn our lessons, so that when we ultimately come together, um, we're much more well equipped. Four of Wands. This is two people who want to make that commitment. Couldn't imagine not making that commitment to each other. And I like that the Knight is above it, and also begins the line. Because I often feel the Knight of Pentacles is like a promise. A promise. And right with the Four of Wands is the Eight of Cups. You know, my cup floweth over. My cup it just floweth over. What's right above it? The Five of Swords. So that shows us the action that was taken to get to this point, right? This is the walking away. This is the walking away of the things or the people who were toxic or just don't belong. You know, it's that feeling of, you know, five again, change. Of I belong somewhere else. I just feel it, right? I don't feel like I belong here anymore. Whatever it is, or toxicity, right? It's the ability to walk away from that. It's the ability to walk away from it. And I feel like some of you are just learning all this. You know, you're just beginning the journey. You're unsure. You're in that period of right. So and then we come down to the Fool, and I feel like who's ever within a karmic relationship, or both of you, this is clarity. This is leaving the past in the past. It doesn't mean the lesson doesn't come with you, or the answer, I should say. It doesn't mean you haven't collected that tool. You have that gift, whatever you want to call it, you have. And that's all you carry. You don't carry the worry of yesterday. You don't carry that worry. Because here is the beautiful potential, right? But the Knight of Pentacles says, in due time, in due time, in due time. Each playing their part, right? Each playing their part. But again, the Nine of Swords doesn't feel like it fits to me. But it's there. The Nine of Pentacles will move right through that energy. But it'll definitely slow it down. That was like the Knight of Wands. It would just push right through that, but it would carry that into your future. You don't want that, right? You know, and look at it, it's a 9. So it asks you to reflect. You know, reflect on why I allow myself to get to this point. We have Justice. Card of Libra. You know, that's the energy of karma. And it's also the energy of making you feel whole again. That's justice promise to you. You know, where you feel whole again. And, you know, it's right next to the Fool. And then we have the Four of Cups. Interesting. We got the 4 and the 4. 44. And I have to say, I feel like some of you just like, or them, whoever I'm picking up, I'm feeling like, you know, I feel like I can say, or I feel like there's been wasted time. Wasted days and wasted nights. Who sings that? It's weird. I just thought of that song. Okay, we're not going to take those because there's way too many. But I do see the Magician. So the Magician is, you know, the Magician's a couple different things. When I see the Fool in a reading, I know the first person he's going to meet is the Magician. And, you know, the Fool, you can, you know, it's kind of, I don't want to say it's like a baby, but it's new energy. It's like the shedding of the skin, right? I shed yesteryear's skin, and now I'm brand new and ready for adventure and excited for what's next. And, you know, I feel like the Fool doesn't put restrictions on anything, is open, very open to the energy, because number one, I feel like moving out of the old karmic energy, that alone helps rejuvenate oneself. And I can tell you, I feel the acceptance, whoever I'm speaking to, I do feel like there was acceptance of just just staying for probably too long. And that may have also been part of the lesson. Do I stay too long? We have the Queen of Cups. So, that's kind of beautiful. I like her under the Ace of Cups. And she's in clear energy, right? So all the toxicity has been let go of. So she's very open to love then. And she's looking towards the future, very open to love. Some of you, it may be someone from your past that um, that you absolutely were with, because I feel like the Fool and the Queen, are at different time, almost like different dimensions. But nonetheless, Queen of Cups, she's very, very open. We have the Seven of Wands. We have the Two of Pentacles. And we have the Four of Swords. I don't know why I'm putting them all above her. More or less so you could see it. Try moving it over. I feel like this queen is, what she's saying here is, I did live in a life that it just it didn't feel like my life. I didn't feel good within my life. It just felt like, maybe same thing every day. I may have been walking like with my head down a lot. When you see someone and their head's always down, I mean, I guess not always, but it's usually a sign that they're going through something difficult. We want to respect that because we've all been there. Anyway, I definitely feel that within her. Um, but, I feel like it's a realization she's having that this is what I've done for so long, right? And she's looking at herself. She's looking within her heart. Um, almost it's almost like she's saying to herself. I feel like this is to herself or his self, but she's a queen, so to herself that she's having, like, why do I stay too long? Why did I stay too long? Um, she's having the realization that she got comfortable within the unhappiness. Is that, you know what I mean? I mean, y'all, I think y'all know what I mean. Where, I'm unhappy, but yet I just choose to stay in it, right? I choose to stay within that. And of course, what's that going to keep? It's going to just keep my life right there, period. But she seems to be having that awareness. And then, because it feels like she's looking for a true healness, right? She's looking for her heart to be healed. Um, there's a lot of wisdom here because I feel like, again, if we're talking about the twin flame and coming together, then if we know, once you know something, then you either do it or you don't do it. But I feel like there's a knowing of understanding that each has to learn their lessons, right? Not that you can't work through that together, but chances are you'll split, and then you'll split, and then you could go through a repeat pattern and never develop the lesson because sometimes it's meant with someone outside yourself, right? On both ends. So, anyways, nonetheless, I feel like there's a lot of realization, and I do feel like there is movement forward. There is acknowledgement of you. I don't feel like this is a super fast moving energy. Now, what I don't even know. Maybe that just means they need 9 months. I don't know. Um, to each their own. But I like the energy they're coming into this, being single again. I don't feel like I don't think in any way do they want a like, at this point, it may even be you. I feel like, if I was going to go into a relationship, it would be so-and-so, but I I feel like this person just feels wounded from life. Life. Ugh. So, almost like, I need to go into hermit mode. I need it, right? I need to go into some type of isolation. I need it. The feeling that I know that I need it. And then, I'll decide what's next. But, so, whatever end you're on, there has to be some type of acceptance, um, because the healing definitely feels like it needs to take place, and I know that it will take place. So, and that's for all of us. So, giving someone their time or their space, you know how much you appreciate that for yourself. I think sometimes that's what this relationship, the twin flame relationship, calls for. And then the rewards, they're, they're there. I'm in union myself, and it took a lot of work. It took a lot of work, but it was beautiful work. I have to tell you, I've learned so much, not just from the twin flame journey, just from tragedy. And then having to really pull on my spirituality and watch how it just grew and expanded. What I say, I also speak from experience. I feel like that's probably why you're drawn to me. I've probably walked your shoes or you walked my shoes. That's why a lot of us end up together. So we can help support one another. But I think I'm going to leave it there, guys. I love you so much. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Again, this is just a temporary time. We'll get through it. So let's focus on ourselves, and the rest will come when it's ready. I love you. I thank you for everything, guys. I'm not going to give you the whole spiel. Just thank you. Thank you for supporting this channel in any way that you do. Okay, whether it be your love, your comments, your donations, your helping of others, or all of it. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Nothing goes to waste here, I feel. Nothing goes to waste, and everything comes back, I feel. So, I love you. Have a beautiful evening, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.